All right, 13 is a worked out example, but I want to go over it. So, Dora, can you read the first sentence for us, please? Stop. Thank you. Thank you for reading the first sentence. All right, so I have P of X and I have M of X. Okay, I want you to notice something. Put your finger on what's the same for both of those equations. What's the same? Put your finger on it. Look on your paper. Look on your paper. She just told us what's the same on both of those. Show your partner what you're putting your fingers on. I'm looking right there. On the count of three, we're going to say a letter. 1, 2, 3. P. Did you guys see that? You also see the X's, but the big idea is you see that the P's are the same. Okay? Read for us this next sentence. Chris, describe. All right, so although this is a worked out example, here's a couple of things that might help you. Just copy this down. We need to describe, and describe is using our letters. I'll model that for you. The second thing we need to do is create a rule. Everyone say a rule. And the third thing we need to do is get a specific equation. Okay, let's make some observations now. From P of X to M of X, what's different about it? Well, let me do a think out loud. If I look at this equation here, I notice this is on the outside. If it's on the outside, it has to be the letters A or D. That would be an A. A is equal to a -1. What does the A of a -1 do? It reflects it over the y-axis. Reflect over the y-axis. If I think to myself, well, I recognize that this 2 here is on the outside. Well, I already have an A, so this must be the letter D. And the D means to move it up 2 units. So up 2 units. The last one I see there is inside the parentheses. If it's inside the parentheses, my choices are B or C. Another way to make sure you know it's B or C, it's affecting the X value. In this case, my B value is 0.5. And this tells me it has a horizontal stretch by a factor of 2. So that's me just looking at what I see there and describing in letters. The next thing I need to do is create a rule. Well, the A and the D value affects the y coordinates. Remember, the formula for that is 1 over bx minus c, ay plus d. So if I put my A value, that would be -1. If I affect my D value, I just need to add that. That's why it has the +2. Now remember, you might be asking the B value, how come it's 2 here even though I have 0.5? I have to take 0.5 and put it in. 1 divided by 0.5. If you multiply by this by 10, you get 10 over 5, which is 2. And that's why I have a B value of 2 here. So we've described the letters, we've done the rule, and now we're going to do a specific equation. Let's write down M of X. And now I'm going to do a substitution. Everyone say substitution. We're all hoping LeBron gets back, right? We don't want to see Brandon Ingram anymore. We want to see the good substitution. So if I see P of X, class, what am I going to write there? X to the what? X to the power 4. So now I have negative negative x to the 4th plus 2. But they told me every x value you're going to put in 0.5. So 0.5 x to the 4th power plus 2. And this is our m of x. So what's confusing for students on this last part, on the specific equation, it's kind of like, why do I have 2 of them, right? Maybe when you're cooking, you have to use the slicer, and then once you use the slicer, then you take the sliced potatoes and then you put it into the fryer. So it's like 2 different functions. So we've done, to summarize, we've done 3 things. Describe using letters. Use the word inside, outside, then it does affect the x and the y. That helps you write the rule. And then in your equation, you're doing a substitution. Let's write that, substitution.